Yes. Hey, hi, hello. Okay, first questions first, because this is a BFG live show. Do we have any technical difficulties? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Is everything okay? I'm going to assume yes.
I think so.
Okay, so welcome everybody to the mid-campaign live show special extravaganza with super awesome guests and yeah, lots of awesome stuff. As I understand, we have a couple of new people watching us, so we're going to go through the motions of introducing everybody. And we have a new person ourselves. So I'm just gonna start from my end. So yeah, hi, I'm Nico. I'm the guy who bothers you on Kickstarter from time to time, talks on the forums, does the live show from time to time together with Schmitty and Sarah, who's not here. Sorry, Void. Sarah is not here today. I'm very sorry.
I've already prepared him for that.
Yeah, you prepared. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm doing all that when I'm not being a game designer, which is my normal job. But other than that, yeah. And our new guy.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Freddy. I'm the intern.
The intern.
The
Yeah.
No, I'm on the forum as well and on the Steam discussions. Maybe you've talked to me.
Probably at some point, yeah. So he's joined our team just prior to Kickstarter, to the campaign, and we're really happy to have him. He's been helping out a lot already, so that's great. And I'm hoping he's learning a lot in his internship here.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Schmitty. Started wearing hats. Sounds ridiculous. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm a level designer and audio designer at Black Forest Games. From time to time, I'm sitting here in the live show, entertaining you, telling you guys stuff about Gianna Sisters and Project Ravensdale. And today, I'm here to do the last one. So, infos about Ravensdale, and I hope you have a good time.
Oh yes.
I'm really, really, really eager to meet our guests.
We always have a good time. We always have a good time.
And I'm really, really eager to meet our guests.
Yes. And
Hi, I'm Elena. Maybe some of you know me from the last Jana Kickstarter, and I'm back for Ravensdale Kickstarter as a community manager. Thanks, Em. What are you doing? Don't be so blurry. You need to go in the middle. There you go. That's not awkward. That's not awkward.
yes, somebody in the chat mentioned already that Schmitty obviously is also the almighty Owlord. We're still trying to get the proper clothing for the Gamescom.
Working on that.
So maybe we'll see about that then. Okay, so now that we introduced everybody, let's start with a couple of things talking about the game. I know everybody's super excited to talk to our guests, but this, we kind of want to talk about what we're doing too. So let's start with that. First of all, talking about the game, those of you who don't know it, Project Ravensdale, currently on Kickstarter. It's a
Garage fantasy run and gun action game with strongly focused on co-op multiplayer.
yes,
With lots of goop. Don't forget the goop.
lots of goop. We've had a couple of updates now the last few days, detailing a bit more about the setting as well as gameplay. There will be more of those. David and Jean-Marc are hard at work making them presentable and making them look awesome. You've seen the gameplay footage on the trailer. I hope this is the slow motion footage. So yeah, this is the interesting thing here is, or the most important thing to remember here is this is the target. This is where we want to be at the end of when we publish the game. This is the assets that we have right now put together to make to showcase our vision of the game. This is not the way the game looks right now, which is why we need Kickstarter, which is why we're here, which is why we're asking you to support the game if you think, as we do, that it's going to be awesome. I saw a little. What are you doing?
There we go.
Okay. A couple of awesome things about the project, obviously, apart from the game being awesome. I mean, look at that. Looks amazing. Is that we have the very, very awesome In Extremo guys on board, providing the music for the game. This is very exciting because the music is just great. It's a great fit for the game. It provides a great atmosphere, and you're very, very excited to have them on board, and also very excited to talk with Specki later on, who is an awesome guy. I've already met him before, and yeah, it's going to be fun talking to him later. And I'm pretty sure he's going to have fun answering all your questions. The second thing that's obviously awesome is that we have Mr. I Should Go himself doing voice work for Ravensdale, or better known as the voice of Ravensdale in our case, because he's voicing the main character, the captain, as it were, who's going to probably tell you about his character a little more himself when he gets to talk to you in just a little bit. About the campaign, okay, I'm going to be straight. Obviously, it's not running as we would have hoped. We are doing everything we can, and we will continue doing everything we can because we believe in the project, and we believe in our backers. And the one thing that is already going as intended, as it were, is that we're getting new fans, new awesome people, the way we met them in the first Kickstarter. One of the things that, or one of the reasons we wanted to kickstart this game, we wanted to use Kickstarter again, is not necessarily because of the money. It's because that's a big factor, but you know, the other factor is that you get to connect more with your community, and if we manage to do that, then it's already half of what we set out to accomplish. Connect more with you guys, get you guys more involved, get you guys more informed on what we do, and also have more awesome followers such as the ones that are in the live show every single time, and just make this whole thing much more fun for us, developing the game and knowing that people like you are out there and supporting us and stepping in for us every step of the way. That is something that is priceless. That is something that we couldn't get anywhere else. So that is already a success in our books. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anybody have anything else to say here before we go to, or should I keep going?
Just AFK for a second.
Okay, I hear our guest is AFK for a second. Excellent. What else to say? Oh yeah, so the next week we'll have more updates, as I said, regarding gameplay. I know that we are working on an update regarding the weapons. I'm pretty sure that people are excited about that. I know the designer is, and I know David is very, very excited about that.
Yes.
And other than that, we have a couple of surprises planned for next week, which I cannot tell you about yet, obviously. Oh, somebody wants to see Specki, I think. Yeah, is that? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to have a couple more gameplay updates. We're going to have a couple more setting updates. We've also been talking with Lisa. Another thing that I almost forgot. Lisa, who's providing background and story and probably a couple of short stories for Ravensdale. And we're talking with her right now, seeing if we can get something before the campaign runs out for you guys, for the backers of the campaign. But more on that also soon, in parentheses TM. Okay, and I hear we are good to go with our first celebrity guest. Let's see, let's bring on Mr. Mark Meer. We're not visible anymore, are we? So I have to put these on?
Yes.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi Mark. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Excellent. Awesome.
Can you see me?
No, I can't see you yet. I think
I can only see a picture of Emily.
you can only see a picture of Emily. That is probably her profile picture.
That
I
is her
take it.
profile.
He won't see us.
I'm guessing you're not going to actually see us. Oh, there we go. No, wait, that's not
That's
it.
us. Yes.
Okay, so regardless, people are going to hear us, so they're going to at least listen for now until we get the camera working.
Sure, my computer seems to be thinking about whether it will let you.
Yes, we're seeing the whole rotating thing going on. Do you remember how we solved that last time? I don't quite.
No, it's on his end. Ours isn't showing. Won't show up.
His what?
His video
Yeah.
is on his end.
Yeah.
Our video swirly things on our end.
Okay.
I can fix ours. I can't fix his.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get that working. Until then, okay, let's.
Could you come by here and fix my computer?
Emily, Mark is asking if you could come by and fix his computer, please.
Oh, okay. I'll just head over to the
Okay,
right
just-
now.
Okay, she's on her way. She'll be
With
at
my
the
parents,
airport
too.
soon.
Cool.
Excuse me one moment. I just have someone at the front door. I'll be right
Schmitty,
back.
could you
Yes,
drive
of
her?
course.
he can try disabling his camera and then turning it back
Okay,
on.
right now he has someone at the door and his dog is going nuts.
Or I can recall again as well.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yeah. Classic tech support advice. I love it. In the meantime,
If you remember, like when we did the game classy interview, their thing wasn't working, but like Masu's worked. So it's on his end. It's not.
yes, I remember that last time though we did see him when we were talking with him. So
What are you talking? I know. I'm just saying that last time we
Okay,
did a Skype
okay.
call over broadcasting.
yes, all right.
So it's his fault.
Technical.
Oh, yeah,
Hello.
Sorry about that.
No worries. So
Groceries being delivered.
excellent. Food is always good. Emily suggested the oldest tech support trick in the book.
Yeah.
Turn it off and turn it on again, as in the camera. So maybe
I can call.
maybe that will help.
Or I can
I'll
call.
turn Skype off and
No.
then I'll.
Not Skype, just the camera.
Okay, try that. There we go. And now let's try turning it on.
We already had a picture, but that was yes.
Very, very nice.
Well, it's detect. I mean,
I like the profile picture.
And it's a very nice profile
Yes.
picture. Yes.
Especially
My
with the
profile
Mickey
picture can
Mouse.
speak for itself.
Indeed.
There will be no need for a video feed.
As anybody who's been watching the live shows on a regular basis, I'm talking to the viewers right now, will know this is perfectly normal. Technical difficulties
it's
are
his
part
technical
of it.
difficulty.
And this time it's even Mark's technical
I'm sorry,
difficulties.
it's my old crappy.
Not my fault.
So it's okay.
Well, in other words, it's our curse.
It's our curse
I
that
can
has
restart
now
the call
transferred
if you
over.
want. I can restart the call if you want to try that. And then-
Yeah, let's give restarting the call one try, and if that doesn't work, we'll keep it audio for now.
You just blame.
Perfect. I will be right
Mark.
back.
All right.
You know.
Okay.
So restart.
Did you call him or did
I
he?
called him.
How do you want to let him call us? Maybe that'll help.
Oh, these wonderful letters in blue and white.
It's okay. They'll edit this part out. Yeah, we're gonna edit it out. Yes, exactly.
Well, that's working so awesomely if you're live, right?
I am just guessing that it's Skype because Skype is sometimes weird with the webcams.
It worked with Masu when we were doing theirs, but then on the
It was
same
working
day,
with
it
him when I was talking to him during the interview. I saw
but
him, but he couldn't see
you're-
me. Oh.
That's no, I mean, when we were streaming. We've done interviews while streaming before.
Mhm.
Some of them work and some of them don't.
Are we actually like on screen?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
In the little corner there on the right of the
Oh
screen.
yeah.
We're tiny.
Mark, you have to call us.
I think he's. Oh, okay. You sent him the message to call.
Yes.
Okay.
Or I could just.
Why don't we have elevator music?
Yes, elevator music would be
Elevator
excellent right
music
now.
would be something awesome right now. would fit the occasion.
It is the perfect use for in a situation like this.
And it goes well along with cheese crackers.
It goes well. Do we have cheese crackers?
No, we don't have cheese
We
crackers.
don't have cheese
It's
crackers.
sad.
Do we have tea?
Yes.
We have to.
See, there we go. At least we have tea. No crackers, but tea.
Should I make some?
No, that's okay. Oh yeah, how about you sing some elevator music? No, that's good.
I don't know any elevator music songs, but probably from all the amps. I was speaking out. Probably someone will make a song on the internet. That's happening today all the time. And maybe I get rich from that because it's extremely hilarious, so I can help funding our projects. That'd be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Do you know the Jeopardy music?
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. See that? Maybe there is a Reaper now that
Yeah,
took him
maybe
away. Just.
I got him. Yeah.
Just.
Oh,
Oh, he's writing.
he's writing.
Can someone please call Commander Shepard?
Here we go.
Hey!
My own picture.
Excellent. Yes. Finally.
So they always have to call us. This is
Apparently, you have to call us for this to work. Yes.
It's in mind for the future.
Yes.
I suspect the involvement of goblins.
Yes, we were suspecting Reapers, but goblins are probably just as involved. Yes.
Goblins would be more interested in sabotaging a Raven sale.
That is very true. Very true. Okay. So I have no idea how we plan to do this. I think we were going to ask you a couple of questions that we got in via mail.
Yeah, well, you talk to him about Ravensdale first, and then you can do these.
Okay, so we talked to you about Ravensdale first. All right. Sounds like a plan. Reiterate on what we also asked you in the interview, basically. How did you get to be part of the Ravensdale team? Just quickly.
Well, there was this fellow named Nico. You may know him.
I have heard of him.
Yes, he got a hold of me. I believe it was. I think it was through email first, and then we conversed on various social media.
Yes.
And this sounded like a project that I would like to be involved in because I am involved in the fantasy genre. I enjoy that sort of thing, and I like the sort of combination with the steampunk elements as well. And also Black Forest Games was very open to me not only voicing the captain, who is sort of the main character who's issuing commands and giving you your missions in the game, but possibly also doing some of the orcs and goblins and other evil humanoids that you run encounters.
And that is something you really enjoy doing from
Goblin Reaper line.
from what I understand. It's also what you did throughout most games prior, like as in Dragon Age and
and
the
all
games.
the Baldur's Gate games and such, and prior to Mass Effect, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, Mass Effect I get to play, the Vorcha, so they're reasonably close to being space orcs.
Yes. You also get to play a lot of things. One thing that I didn't know before was that you actually wore Blasto. That was actually a kind of a revelation for me. I thought that was awesome.
Blasto was a character I very much enjoyed playing.
I can imagine that.
I was very proud when he got his own comic book from Dark Horse.
Yes, Blasto the Hanar Spectre.
Shepard doesn't actually have that, I should point out. Shepard, of course, because they didn't want to canonize it as either male Shep or female Shep, they didn't have Shepard appear in the comic books.
That's
very careful not to use any gender-specific pronouns. So Blasto actually has starred in his own comic, so he's got one up on Shepard there.
well. There we go. He's already more famous than Shepard. Blasto is more famous than Shepard because he got his own comic. I'm sorry, the guys can't because I'm using.
Yeah, sure.
Very sorry about that.
Really awesome.
Okay, so coming back to Ravensdale for a second, or in general, independent projects. As you already said in the interview, you enjoy supporting independent projects. You've recently, well, not that recently, but prior, did the fan film for Mass Effect. And so when you when you look at projects that you are contacted about or something, what is the most important part for you in terms of, well, obviously apart from the setting appealing to you, but is there something else that needs to be right for you to consider the job?
Obviously the project has to appeal to me.
Yeah.
Started. It has to be something that it looks like I'd enjoy. And then, of course, there's timing. There's just a matter of fitting it into my schedule because I am fairly busy. And as much as I would like to, be in everyone's fantasy film, I cannot.
Yeah.
Just only so much time and only one.
Yeah, that's very true.
But that said, I'm working on a few projects. There's Red Sand, which was a Mass Effect fan film by the students at the University of Advancing Technology in Arizona. And that actually is being screened at DragonCon this year as part of the film festival.
Nice.
And I'm a guest at DragonCon, so hopefully I'll be able to pop in and see that as well. Beyond that, there's a Red Hood fan film that some friends of mine are doing, and I've agreed to do a little voiceover for them on that.
Okay, cool. Anything else you're involved in right now that you may want to share? I know you wrapped filming on something just before this.
Yes.
Go ahead. And
that was on season 2 of Tiny Plastic Men, which is a sketch comedy and sitcom mashup that I co-created, and one of the writers and one of the stars of it. And that airs on Super Channel here in Canada. And that actually also is going to be screened at DragonCon. Some of our sketches are being shown on DragonCon TV.
Very cool. Very cool. Any other project you can think about that you would like to share, or maybe that you can talk about, or not talk, or just hint about?
Sure.
Not talk about. Just talk about it.
It'll be difficult for your international viewers to access Tiny Plastic Man because it is exclusive to Canada as of right now. We're looking for international distributors. We do have a website, though, tinyplasticmen.ca, though a lot of content isn't up there because, again, if you don't live in Canada, you won't be able to view it. However, the show I do on CBC Radio is available internationally. That's called The Irrelevant Show. It's another sketch comedy show, and we have full episodes and individual sketches available for free download, and you can go to cbc.ca/irrelevantshow. And find a number of sketches, including a number of sketches that were written by my friend Ian Boothby, who also writes for Bongo Comics. And he's written a lot of, which is the Simpsons comics.
Yeah.
Futurama and Radioactive. And he's written quite a few of the superhero ones, the Radioactive Man ones. And he wrote for The Irrelevant Show a number of superhero sketches, which are quite entertaining. There's also a Mass Effect sketch in there recently. It's me answering viewer mail to The Irrelevant Show, but always managing to turn the conversation back to the fact that I was in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Show, but you should listen to it.
All right, I will definitely check it out. I hope everybody in the live show will do that too. Okay, so before I go on to the viewer questions, I hope somebody is writing down questions that may pop up in the chat. Do you have, as you may or may not be aware, the campaign hasn't been going as swimmingly as we could have hoped.
Oh dear.
Is there anything you may want to talk to people or tell people to encourage them to maybe check it out and help us out?
Oh, well, I mean, really, how can you turn down goblins fighting with steam-powered cannons and orcs with clockwork weapons? I mean, this is something that needs to be seen, folks, so please, give generously to Kickstarter.
Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay, let's go on to some viewer questions. First of all, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. Are you going to be on Mass Effect 4?
I would not be able to answer that either affirmatively or negatively, even if I did.
Yeah, pretty sure. Okay, we answered that one pretty much. Okay, what have you been doing since Mass Effect 3? So you mentioned Tiny Plastic Man, you mentioned the fan film. Anything else? The radio show that you also mentioned. Anything else that you might want to mention?
Oh, sure. Games-wise, of course, there's the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Editions from Overhaul Games. What they've done is they've taken the original Baldur's Gate games by BioWare, and they've updated them. They've added entire new modules, new characters and NPCs, new adventures and locations. And it's available for download on the iPad as well. And it's many hours of entertainment for a small investment, and that did fairly well. So we're soon going to be releasing Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition.
Cool.
And I believe that theoretically, if that does well enough, it's possible one might see an original Baldur's Gate 3. Who knows?
But that would be very nice. I'm waiting for that to come to Android before I get it myself. But yes.
I should mention that in the course of Tiny Plastic Men Season 2, there's a video game that's created in the course of the show. The show is about 3 guys who work as prototype testers at a toy factory.
Okay.
And one of the things that gets developed in the show is a video game called Kitten Assassin. And we've actually, as a tie-in to the show, created the video game Kitten Assassin. It'll just be like an app, an iPhone app. But it should be fairly entertaining.
Kitten Assassin sounds like a blast, yes.
Yeah. Be a South American cat assassin going around the world assassinating various dog dictators.
A South American cat assassin. Sweet. That is just awesome. I am going to have to check
Let's
that out.
seal the deal.
Referred to as El Gato.
El Gato. Okay, very nice. Excellent. Okay, third question. What is your favorite moment in the Citadel expansion pack? Or what was your favorite moment in the Citadel expansion?
Citadel is so full of excellent moments, it's hard to pick one. You know, you of course think about the I should go, do I sound like that? Which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, there were so many great moments of emotional closure as well. Like beyond there were a lot of like little in-jokes that were quite enjoyable, but also there were like genuine moments of emotional closure with the characters, getting to see them all interact at the big party. That was fantastic. I particularly enjoyed Shepard actually coming face to face with Blasto.
Yes, that was a great scene where.
Yeah, and in that scene, of course, I'm not just playing Shepard and Blasto. I'm also playing Dvorcha that's in that scene. So
nice. So you had.
A lot of things happening.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And I'm doing the different voices and playing up myself and the other. I mean, there's so many. There's it's also the final line, like just saying that the times were the best. Yeah, Citadel was definitely my favorite DLC to record. Citadel was my favorite DLC on the Citadel.
Very, very good. Come to think of it now, when you read that line that they were the best, what was going through your head when you?
Well, that was not the actual final line that I recorded.
Okay.
But I knew that it was the final line of the game. It was like quite near the end, and I knew that it would be the final line of the game. So yeah, there was some genuine emotion behind that, certainly, because I did have a great time working on Mass Effect, and they were the best of times.
Of course. Okay, now for a. I'm not sure who sent that in, but I'm gonna ask. How do you get your hair so perfect like Travolta in Grease?
Well, the answer is in the question. Greece.
Aha! Grease. See? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I had to know. I
Yeah,
have to know. I'm sorry. It's so perfect. Like how?
Of course. Something.
Of sorts. I don't have a brand particularly. I buy what happens to be at the drugstore when I need something.
As long as it works, right?
As long as it works.
Okay. For a slightly more serious question again.
Well, no, that's a serious question. You had an answer.
If you could play any fictional character in the world, who would it be and why?
I have been asked this a lot recently, and I had to think about it. And I am a big fan of comic books, of course, and I enjoy Marvel and DC, all of them. But my favorite comic book character is probably Dr. Doom.
Okay.
So, yes, Victor Von Doom. I would love to get a chance to play him, whether in animation or in a video game. I have played him on stage, oddly enough, in a Halloween show.
Ah, okay.
So I do own my own set of Dr. Doom armor.
Excellent, very nice. You wouldn't happen to put it on right now? No, it's okay.
But wait, actually, what have we here? Oh, it seems to be a Dr. Doom man.
Oh, look at that! Excellent. Very good. Okay. Yeah, we're getting more questions. All right. Okay. How many projects have you worked on in total? Can you still count them, or I'm gonna assume it's professionally. So you know.
Yes, I mean, mostly you could find a lot of them on IMDb. So that would list all the games and TV shows and whatnot that I've been in. But I also I do a lot of improv theater, so I've certainly lost track of the number of improv shows I've done. And on occasion, I do improv shows that last for 50 hours at a stretch.
What?
Yes, yeah, it's called the Improvathon. We do it here in Edmonton, and they've also started one, some friends of ours started one in London, England, that we attend annually.
Okay.
And the entire idea is that many of the actors do it without sleeping.
So you're up for 50 hours and do
Yes.
improv the entire time?
Yes. Yes. So, as I say, I've certainly lost track of the amount of
Respect.
improv hours I've logged. Yeah, I've worked on a lot of BioWare games, certainly. And,
Yeah.
pretty much almost everything since the Baldur's Gate games, or since Baldur's Gate 2. I've been involved with somehow. And yeah, it's I would if you really want to be impressed by a lengthy resume, go look at Steve Bloom's or Jennifer Hale's because I can certainly understand how they would lose track of the innumerable voiceover jobs they've done and done fantastically. That was actually one of the great things about Mass Effect. It was you're meeting as you would say famous actors, Martin Sheen and whatnot, Seth Green, but also meeting like such prolific voice actors like Steve Bloom and Jennifer Hale are two of the best in the business, and it was really great to get to work with them.
That is I can imagine. I met Jennifer once at a convention. Very nice person, very sweet person. Is there actually sorry?
And a very talented lady.
Oh yes, very very much so. Is there any chance that we'll get to see the two of you in a project together, as not doing the same part but actually interacting, as it were?
That would be fun. Although it was funny, during the Citadel DLC, an idea occurred to me, and of course it was far too late to implement. It was probably silly anyway. But with the whole business with the evil clone, I had the idea, what if they reversed the X and Y chromosome on the clone so that male Shepard fought an evil Fem-Shep clone, and Fem-Shep fought an evil Bro-Shep clone. I thought that would be hilarious.
That
I'm sure
could
someone out there is probably modding the game as we speak, so it will do that.
Well, probably.
Or at least putting it together on YouTube.
That's the beauty of PC gaming, right there. Where if it's possible, it's going to be made.
I'm sure we'll see that before too long.
Probably, yeah. Okay, next question. Okay, do you use your improv background, which you just talked about, to add or change lines in video game projects, or ever, as it were?
On occasion you'll improvise in the booth, but usually it will be as a joke for the sound guys, something for the blooper reel. But yeah, in large part, especially in a game like Mass Effect, where Jennifer and I had to deliver exactly the same dialogue, you pretty much had to stick to the script. You couldn't just start making up your own stuff. And also, they were actually quite good about letting us change lines, just in terms of being able to, say something a little more smoothly, or so a line might be a bit of a mouthful, so we might change the order of a sentence to make it easier to say or sound more natural. And they were completely open to that. And often we'd have, at my sessions anyway, we'd have some writers sitting in, and they would just be able to approve changes immediately.
Okay.
Of course, it all depended on who recorded first, because if someone had already recorded something and changed it, then your script would have to be changed to match it.
Of course, yeah.
They didn't want to have, to keep calling us back in over and over to keep redoing one scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was generally like that. Again, improv does come in very handy, but not in terms of just making up dialogue, but rather in terms of being able to drop immediately into character. And a lot of the times, especially in video games, you're getting your script as you step into the booth, so there's not really a lot of time to study it or prepare. And so being able to drop immediately into character is a skill that improv loans you.
Okay. Very nice. Do you remember having to say, "This is it" a million times?
I'm like, I should go. I think I only recorded a few times and they reused it.
Okay.
So yeah, I probably did it all in one session. Probably did a few different takes, and they either used one or they mixed them up. But yeah, they could have just paid us to say I should go once and reused it every time, but they didn't. They had to say it each.
You
every
actually
time.
said I should go every single time?
Or some variation on it. Like,
Of course.
I should be going now, or I have to get going, or I have to go for them all.
Yeah, I've heard. Very nice. Do we have more questions? No, not right now. Okay. Sorry, what?
No, just
Okay. Let's see. Do you guys have any more questions? Actually, I've been talking. I'm sorry. Actually, I think I'm going to hand over the headset for a sec because I've been talking to you all this time, and that's kind of unfair. So I'm going to hand over to Schmitty.
No, you can't do that. I would die. I would die here.
He's a very big fan, so
Yes,
he's a little
yes.
intimidated. Sorry?
I don't want anyone to die.
No. He's. You sure? Come on.
You're
okay.
a better
Come on, you
interviewer.
can do
You're
it.
a far
That's
better
okay,
interviewer than me.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know what to ask right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're okay. It's okay. Yeah, we're a little bit some people, we are a little bit starstruck, obviously, talking to you. Do you get that often, actually, like when you go to cons? And is that...
Yeah, at cons sometimes. But,
And-
I do my best to assure them that, no, please, there's no need. But I'm glad they enjoyed the game.
Yeah, is there... I'm assuming, just out of the blue here, that this stepped up a notch ever since you've been doing Commander Shepard?
As far as
As far as conventions goes, yeah.
Oh, certainly. I mean, prior to Mass Effect, I attend cons certainly, but as a fan.
Yeah.
And that's actually, I've been going to Dragon Con like as an attendee since 1998. So yeah, it's a great honor to this year be. I did some panels last year and it's great, but this year to be an official guest is it's pretty fun.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading the handwriting of my associate producer here. Is that a J or?
Yes, it's J.
Okay. Sorry. Is that a Jack Skellington mug?
Yes, it is. It's a Jack Skellington.
It's a Jack Skellington mug. There we go. Yes.
Boyd would requested him to say I should go.
We will do that at the end. So somebody in the chat requested that you say I should go, and I'm assuming
If I say it, I'll have to go.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to do that at the end of the
We'll
interview.
save that.
Yes.
Look forward to that.
Okay. Is there any game projects that you're currently involved in, or that you are going to be involved in anytime soon? As far as I know, right now it's mostly film and or TV that you're doing.
Yeah, we just wrapped up the recording for Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition
Okay.
a few weeks ago. So that's just wrapped up, and right now we're editing Tiny Plastic Men, and there's actually quite a bit of post on that as well. There's a lot of animation in it, and effects to be added and whatnot, and the music. And we, as creators of the show, we sit in on the editing process as well. So yeah, it's a long haul to get an entire season of TV done, but we'll be working on that for a while. And as I mentioned, the Irrelevant show is going to be starting up again and recording. There's also a stage project that I'm involved in called Legend Has It, which is an improv show that involves a member of the audience being brought up on stage, and this one has a fantasy adventure theme. So it's actually an audience member being taken on an epic quest, fighting goblins and monsters and that sort of thing. And I'm doing that in conjunction with Rebecca Northland from Loose Moose Theater in Calgary, which is a very prestigious and famous improv company.
Nice. And Rebecca actually contacted us. Yes, I remember because she contacted us asking if she might be able to do voiceovers for the game as well, which we would be very happy to do. So again,
She's an excellent choice.
Incentive to back for the project. If it does get made, then we may be able to get her on board. She seems to be very eager to work with you.
We'll be working together very soon.
What did you do with her before that? I remember I researched it, but I forgot. You did something together with her before, right?
Yeah, we already done the first round of workshops on Legend Has It, and I knew Rebecca from improv, basically theater sports, her theater, Loose Moose Theater, and mine here in Edmonton, Rapid Fire Theater, have fairly close ties.
Okay.
And so we would see each other at tournaments and things like that, and festivals. And yes, she's an excellent improviser and actress. She had a great deal of success with a show called Blind Date, which was a show in which she took a member of the audience up on stage and took them on an improvised blind date together. It was fantastic. It toured across Canada and the U.S. and actually just recently had a show in London.
London, cool. I'm getting more questions. I'm sorry.
That's always.
These people and handwriting.
We can
I don't know. I'm
write.
sorry.
No.
How did you come to work on the Doctor versus Valerie? Are you a Doctor Who fan? Yes.
I am indeed a Doctor Who fan, and I've been remiss not mentioning Versus Valerie up till now. That's a web series that I work on.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost done its first season. There's 11 episodes currently up on YouTube, and the season finale, I think, will be up next week or the following week. Its website is versusvalerie.com. And it's basically about a geeky girl who every week imagines her life through the lens of a different fandom. So there's a Star Wars episode, a Star Trek episode, a Sherlock episode.
Mm-hmm.
I show up in the Doctor Who episode,
Mm-hmm.
playing a character called the Doctor, who coincidentally happens to be wearing exactly the same clothes as David Tennant wore as the Tenth Doctor. Though he is not a Time Lord, he's just an actual Doctor. And he ends up becoming a love interest for Valerie. I won't give away too much more. You can watch the series if you like. I first show up in episode 4.
Okay. Very nice. I have a lot more things to watch now, it appears. Next question. Have you ever had to deliver a line that made you break character, as in it was too funny or too strange or something like that? So.
Oh, sure, plenty of times. Because I'm friends with my director Caroline Livingstone and Suzanne Hunt, who also directed me, and so yeah, occasionally we would break character and crack wise, as it were, in the booth, and occasionally I would do joke takes for them as well. And we actually, it was when we were working on Mass Effect 2, we had to stop doing that because apparently they were worried that some of it might accidentally find its way into the game. So.
Damn it! Less Easter eggs. Okay. But is there actually
there's a famous one that I think has made the rounds. I think it might have been in 1 or possibly 2, where for expediency's sake, they were at one point just having us record all the Shepard dialogue and not bothering picking out the male and female variations. So they just have us record everything. So I was male Shep. And it was recording lines where, and I knew this wasn't actually possible, where where Garrus was the love interest, and then so I just did one take where I said, "I am not screwing Garrus," and I think that somehow made it into the game, or it was buried in the code.
Very nice.
Funnily enough, I should mention a lot of people ask about the fact that Caden was romanced by male in 3.
Yeah.
And that's actually something that was planned from the beginning, and it was actually in Mass Effect 1. We recorded a bunch of dialogue for those scenes.
Okay.
And then it ended up being cut because of time, and but the dialogue that we recorded was still in the game, so someone managed to find it in the code, and they brought it out, and they've recreated those scenes again on YouTube. So where Male Shepard and Caden had a relationship in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So,
okay. Any more questions? Oh, I'm getting it. What games are you playing? What are your favorite games? What are you playing right now? If you are.
Favorite games tend to go with RPGs and big open world stuff. I like that sort of thing. So definitely Skyrim. Of course, I won't mention all the games I'm in. Of course, I like Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
Yeah.
But Skyrim, definitely. Fallout, the whole Fallout series. Like I played the first one way back when.
Which one of those is your favorite? Fallout.
Well, Fallout 3 is pretty great, and it's I was playing like the old ones like on a Mac back in the 90s. So, so yeah, Fallout 3 was amazing. I really enjoyed New Vegas as well. I know some people enjoyed it less than Fallout 3, but I had quite a good experience playing New Vegas. I managed to kill Caesar at a very low level. just because when he summoned me to his tent,
Yeah.
The guard at the Legion camp asked me to surrender my weapons, and I didn't. I just like beelined it to Caesar's tent, sort of poked my head in, and then backed out, and then sniped people as they came out through the door. And actually managed to kill Caesar early on, so I was very impressed with myself.
Very nice. I actually preferred New Vegas over the original 3, but that was mostly because I had a very bad experience with the ending of 3. But that's a different story.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed because I played it by the time Broken Steel had come out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I really liked it with the Broken Steel edition on there, and I played it with like a lot of DLC. Because I don't actually game online, and so I don't get DLC to play unless they release it on disc. And thankfully, Fallout did release all their DLC on discs. So yeah, Fallout. Let's see, certainly all like the Elder Scroll games before Skyrim.
What was your first? Sorry, what was your first Elder Scrolls game?
My first Elder Scrolls game was Morrowind.
Nice.
So I didn't get into it until a little later, but I quite enjoyed it. Definitely the Resident Evil games. I used to own I still do it somewhere. I owned a GameCube that was solely devoted to playing Resident Evil games. And that's actually what got me back into console gaming. When I saw Resident Evil 2 and was just like, my God, this is a zombie movie you can play. So that's what brought me back to console gaming. We were talking about Red Dead Redemption, and again, speaking of zombies, I really enjoyed Undead Nightmare.
Okay.
That was great. Also on the zombie track, I quite liked the Walking Dead game from Telltale.
The adventure one, yes.
Yes, yeah. And that one was great because I could play it on my iPad. I actually haven't had hardly any time to sit down and do console gaming. It's got to be stuff that I can do when I'm on planes or traveling or something. I'm playing a lot of both the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition and the Telltale Walking Dead game.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to the sequel to that.
Which makes me us all the more grateful that you took time out of your busy schedule to be here with us.
Oh.
There's another question. What do you think of Gamer Poop's Mass Effect parodies?
I really enjoy them. I love all the Gamer Poop stuff. Quite honored to get to be the subject of some Gamer Poops. And it's actually, truthfully, it's given me a lot more catchphrases to say at conventions on people's phones or write on their merchandise. And sometimes they specifically request quotes from Gamer Poop as opposed to quotes from the game. And I'm really only too happy because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's. I actually agree. Actually, the previous question we forgot. So, what you're playing right now is mostly Walking Dead and Baldur's Gate. Is there any other game that you're?
Hilariously, the game that I've probably played the most recently is the Avengers Alliance game on Facebook.
Avengers Alliance.
And even that I've let slide for at least. I don't think I've touched it in a week. It's been very shameful.
Too much.
Yeah, all those shawarmas I could be collecting that I'm not.
Yeah. Okay, do we have anything else?
Right now?
No? So, do you have anything that you would like to say at this point to us, to the fans who are watching and listening and writing in the chat? Please feel free to leave a message.
Of course. Before I do, I realized I left out the Batman Arkham games. And
okay.
My favorite, so I have to mention them.
Yes, Batman Arkham Asylum and City were actually. Are you looking forward to the new Arkham game, the
one with Black Man?
Sorry.
The prequel one with Black
Man?
Man?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What is the name of that one again?
Origins. Arkham Origins.
That's right.
Yes.
Of course. The bit that I saw of it looked amazing. If the gameplay is anything like that, that's going to be quite fun. Next best thing to being Batman. Next
best thing, and sadly, not all of us are billionaires, so we can.
Thanks for asking if I had a message.
Yes.
Watching. I would encourage you very much to support Ravensdale on Kickstarter, and then you can get ready to wreak some mayhem on orcs and goblins with your steampunk weapons.
Very good. Keep that in mind, backers. Just remember. And I think we can wrap up the chat right now, unless anything else. No. Okay. So thank you very much.
One last thing for me.
Okay.
Can you ask him
Yeah.
who's his doctor? I want to know.
Oh, one question from Elena. Who's your favorite doctor?
Yeah. Who's
Yes.
your doctor?
That's a complex question.
Complex question.
I know.
My first doctor, which was Tom Baker, and so I still tend to think of him as the doctor. David Tennant did a fantastic job, and he came close to supplanting him as my favorite. And I didn't think anyone could top him until Matt Smith came along. So, and I've loved his take on the character. I think he's had a great stay. I'm really looking forward to seeing him and David Tennant together in the 50th anniversary special. I'll look forward to see what happens next.
Okay,
So, yeah, those three. I can't pick a favorite. I'll take those are my top three doctors.
So the first one was I'm sorry. The first one was Tom Baker. Yes.
Before
Okay.
Doc.
Yes. Okay. All right. So just to reiterate that, Tom Baker, David Tennant, and then Matt Smith. So those are the top three in not particular order. Yes. All right. Yeah. So thank you very, very much for being here, for doing this live show with us.
Thanks for having me.
And also, obviously, thank you for accepting our offer to work with us on the project, should it be made. We are really looking forward to having you as a voice actor and as the captain and as orcs. I'm really actually looking forward to that. One should note that, yes, I hope so too, because one should note that actually fans who pledge at a certain level do get to tell you what to say when you do the orc voices.
Oh, it's all going to be swearing, I know.
It's probably going to be a lot of that, yes. But we'll curate. So, okay. So
I'll swear as an orc. It's okay.
yeah, swearing as an orc is perfectly
If you have
fine.
enough money, you can get me to curse in orcish.
Curse in orcish. Excellent. You heard that, backers. With enough money, he's going to curse in orcish. There you go. If that isn't an incentive, I don't know what. So. Thank you, Mark, and you can feel free to do your thing. When you.
Very well. See you later. I should go.
Thanks, and have a nice day. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, I'm very sorry, guys, that I did this all. I offered you. But,
I know.
oh my God.
I would have died of a heart stroke.
Now it starts some blah blah blah.
Yes.
This
yes.
stuff.
I broke it.
So I had a question in the end, but I was too shy to ask. So maybe next time.
All right.
If there's next
So I
will
think
be next
somebody else should do our next celebrity guest.
Yes,
Who wants
Specki.
to do that? Yes.
Specki.
Or do you think really that is a good idea?
Yes. I think it's an awesome idea.
Okay.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the talk with Mark as much as I did, and well, they will when they watch the video later
I got
on.
to ask my question.
And yeah, so again, many thanks to Mark, because he's just a really, really awesome guy. The couple of times that I've talked with him now were very, very fun. Now we move on to the music of Ravensdale. In Extremo is here in the form of Specki. Specki has been waiting to connect to us, and now that we can, our producer lady is gone.
He has to call us.
Okay, he has to call us. I'm going to hand over headphones to Schmidt, and you should also, because the microphone is here.
So wonderful.
And we have some questions. Sorry. So there are some questions right there for Specki. But
Probably I look ridiculous now with the headphones.
no,
and
it's
the headphones.
awesome. It's awesome. I think it's awesome.
Okay, 3 types of headgear for an interview.
And yeah, we can start out with something else, but
Start with ask him how's vacation.
So guys, please don't be mad at me. I'm pretty much used to be an interviewee and not an interviewer, so let's see where this is going. In English or in German? English.
Unless the question is in German.
yes.
Unless the question is in German. Okay.
yeah. Sorry.
So if you ask questions in German, I will answer them. We will answer them in German. Switching to German. Falls ihr Fragen habt auf Deutsch, ihr könnt sie auf Deutsch stellen. Wir werden in Deutsch antworten. Switching back to English. Oh boy.
I think you're doing that awesome. I think he's doing that. Let's give him a big hand.
You just have to wait for Specki to call us.
Okay.
Okay, so let's entertain the crowd a little while longer.
Yep.
That is an awesome hat, by the way, both of you.
Thanks a lot. It's only borrowed. When I'm on vacation in Berlin in 5 weeks, I think in 5 weeks I'm in Berlin, I will look for my very own hat. Let's see if I find one. This one is only borrowed.
It's a little small, actually. For
Yes,
you.
I know. I have a pretty large hat, not as large as Florian's hat. Florian has a giant hat. Enormous.
Florian is big.
Well, Florian is big as a whole.
Sure.
He's a tall guy.
Huge guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're still waiting for the call?
Yeah.
Okay. I shall drink something.
Yay, drinking games.
So just guys, bring me up to speed again here. About this whole Sarah is doing the shepherd dance. If the Kickstarter is a success, was it including me doing it as well?
Yes.
Or? Oh shit.
Well, we need a male and a femme, right?
I shouldn't have asked. I should have. Sarah.
No, yeah, you should have really not asked.
Stupid me. So stupid of me.
Looks awesome.
But I think it would. Yes, the hat looks awesome, and I think you two doing the shepherd dance. Maybe we should do an incentive drive. We should say Sarah and Schmitty will do the shepherd dance until we reach our funding goal.
That's a lot of dance. Yeah,
You have-
that's a lot of dance.
You first have to convince Sarah. You first have to convince Sarah.
I can convince Sarah.
Ah.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Nope, not in the video.
So we don't have a video here. Specki, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
So
turn his video.
so we right now don't have a picture of you, except for your Skype portrait, which is pretty awesome. I mean, this is a smile that would.
Light up to the
Oh, something is happening. Oh yes, nice.
Hello.
Hey Specki, welcome. Glad to have you here.
How are you doing?
Pretty
He has been
good so
very-
far. I'm a bit nervous right now. This is my first interview I'm actually doing. I'm always the interviewee on the other side normally, and talking about stuff the company's doing, talking about our awesome projects like Project Ravensdale, and yeah, that's why we're all here today. In Extremo and Ravensdale. It is, I have to say, it is so really awesome to have you guys on board.
It's good to have you on board, but how to say, it's good to work with you. So we
Yes.
are very proud of being part of Ravensdale, you know.
Yeah, very, very awesome. So, I think we first talk a bit about Project Ravensdale. What's happening? Is everything okay at your end?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So,
Ini. It's loud. There's a friend of mine in the back here, and he's so noisy I can't get you. So,
okay, say hello from me.
pardon?
Say hello from me.
Yeah. Hello from.
It's Schmitty.
Ah, Smitty. All right. Okay. I can't see you. I only have a picture of Emily in here.
He can't see me or anyone.
He won't be able to.
You won't be able to see us. It's just Emily's picture.
Oh,
Ju-
right. Okay.
Just picture Emily with a full beard and a hat on her head and wearing steampunk goggles around her neck. That would be somehow me, I guess. Probably. Not sure. Can't promise anything about that. So, how you guys get to work together with Black Forest Games on Project Ravensdale?
Oh yeah, it's a funny story. I know a guy from my hometown. It's Landsberg am Lech in Little Germany. So I know him out of a bar where I go sometimes to watch football, and he asked me about being part of Ravensdale, and I said yes, and after that we went to Offenburg to visit the company,
and see the studio and all the stuff, and yeah, was everything happened quite rapid, you know. Everything worked well, and yeah, now I'm on vacation in Los Angeles, so
That's pretty awesome. How's the weather in LA? How's the weather in LA?
very good, very good. We have 100 Fahrenheit here, so pretty hot.
Okay, awesome. So it was really I don't know the English word for it. Stammtisch. Can you help me with the word? I would call it Stammtisch pitch, but this is Dinglish, so half German, half English. It's pretty much basically what happened.
English is fine.
That's a pretty awesome story, actually. Really love the vibe of that. Tell you something about me. I heard my first In Extremo songs when I was 14, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was pretty epic. I was pretty young, pretty naive, and our music teacher played, "Hey, listen to that! This is really awesome music. It's combining really old stuff with really new stuff." And we were like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And then he played. What was it? I don't remember. I fell in love with the music basically and bought the album immediately. You know. So yes, huge fan of the band. Not as huge as Sarah is. Sarah's an even greater fan, and I hope she's watching that right now.
Yeah.
For in case, hello Sarah. So, should I start with a couple of questions from the crowd, or? Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you from backers and from people in the forums that were actively asking. First question for you, Specki. What is your favorite band? Except for your own, of course.
My favorite band at the moment, I would say maybe Muse from Finland.
Yes.
I really like the band, and I like the new album and how they create their own style of music, and producing their music is very interesting, especially for a musician, you know. So I think Muse is a great band, and but there are so many different bands I listen to, or so many different styles of music. I'm into it. So I like jazz music, I like big band music, I like heavy metal, I like rock and roll. I don't know.
Ooh, that's awesome. Very widespread taste of music. That's cool.
Yes, for a musician, I think it's very important to walk through the world with open eyes and open mind, you know. So there's no I don't have a band I'm a big fan of, you know. So, but I think Muse is a good answer for the question.
Okay. Good. Next question. What is your favorite convention festival to play at, and why?
Good question. I think last year, so in summer of 2012, we played on Friday in Wacken. So the Wacken Open Air is quite
yes.
big heavy metal festival. This was awesome. And the next day, on Saturday, the day after the Wacken show, we played in Poland at the Woodstock Festival in front of 650,000 people. So this was.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's more than awesome. I cannot describe the feeling I had on stage. You know, it was.
That's something that really touches the soul, right?
What's going on? You know, it was just. So, Woodstock Festival in Poland and Wacken, I think this was a perfect match and a perfect weekend in the last festival summer.
Great. Good. Then let's switch to the next question. Who inspired you to become a drummer? Who's your idol?
I think my mom and my dad, because they gave me my first pair of drumsticks, and my idol is actually Franz Beckenbauer.
Okay.
My drumming idol maybe is Terry Bozzio, or guys like I don't know. There's so many great drummers and so many good musicians out there, especially in Los Angeles. So I'm visiting it every night. I go to a bar where different live bands play. So this is crazy how they play in America. You know, it's a little bit better than the musicians in Europe.
Cool stuff. If I ever travel to LA, I have to listen to some music clubs or bars. I have to really try it out.
Yeah.
Okay, this question I actually asked already. How you get involved in Ravensdale? So we skip that question again.
Yeah.
Next question. What are you are you most looking forward to with Project Ravensdale?
Good question. It's my first experience to be part of a video game, and I think the most important thing is that the music fits to the characters in the game, you know, and I think the characters fit perfect on the music of an Extremosaur. I think the match is quite good. So, and we will see what will happen in the next few weeks. So, but we're really looking forward to be part of it. You know.
Yeah. We absolutely wanted you because of that. So we're having basically this medieval city turned completely dropped into chaos and in an explosive oil rush. And so since we have this medieval flair, you guys came immediately to our mind. And when Dietrich then said that he was acquainted to you guys, it was like Christmas for us. So you know, that was great. So pretty awesome. So I have some new questions from the chat for you. So picked up right now. I hope I can read them.
If not, I can read them out to you.
Can you tell us when the single of Kunstraub will be released?
I don't know. I'm in vacation now, so I check my emails, and we have good contact with Universal Music at the moment, of course. But I think the album is out on the 20th of September, and I think 1 or 2 weeks before there will be the first single. It's called Himmel und Hölle. So around 14th of September, I think. But
awesome.
I don't really know at the moment.
I will definitely get my hands on a copy.
Yeah.
Okay, how can I read this? So let's decipher that one. Got another question?
Should I? You need deciphering?
Okay, I guess it's okay. That's an interesting question. Does everyone in LA have super white teeth and looks beautiful?
Yeah. And you know, there's a lot of plastic out there.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay, awesome.
Press, you know.
Okay, next question. Deciphering time. What do you like to do besides playing music, if anything?
Playing Ravensdale?
Wow. Soon to be. Right now it's still very prototypey, so we won't unleash it onto the world anytime soon. But we're working on it, full force. Okay, wir haben eine Frage auf Deutsch. Sorry guys, I'm switching now to German because we have a German question here. Wir haben eine Frage auf Deutsch. Wer ist der beste Sänger Deutschlands, deiner Meinung nach?
Das letzte Einhorn. Der Sänger meiner Band, Mika Rein, ist natürlich ein hervorragender Sänger und ein super Typ. Und bin dann seit 3 Jahren jetzt in der Band und bin nach wie vor jeden Tag froh, dass ich diesen Schritt gemacht habe. Nicht nur, weil es eine gute Band ist, sondern auch, weil es gute Typen sind, mit denen ich gerne meine Zeit verbringe. Auch wenn ich jetzt mal kurz selbstständig im Urlaub bin. Aber ansonsten, die nächste Tour kommt sehr bald und die wird sehr lang werden. Ich denke, wir werden auf jeden Fall 100 Shows weltweit spielen. Und da sieht man sich ja dann auch ab und zu mal. Also das heißt, wir hängen ja die meiste Zeit des Jahres dann miteinander rum. Und deswegen kann ich guten Gewissens sagen, der beste deutsche Sänger ist Micha Rein von In Extremo.
Okay, da habt ihr es. Hier von Specki live. Bester Sänger Deutschlands. Einhorn. Okay, let's switch back to English. Have we any other questions left?
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh, there's another question coming. It's written right now, and I have to decipher it again.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's faster. Which In Extremo album would you recommend to somebody who has not heard In Extremo before? Can you reiterate that?
That was too soft. So, a question from the crowd is, which In Extremo album would you recommend to someone who's new to In Extremo, has never heard your music, and wants to listen in? So, which album would you highly recommend to someone who's new to the music?
I think that Kunstraub is going to be a
Always.
very good album. So, but this is not out at the moment. So, maybe the best thing to get into Extremo is maybe checking out the international EPK we have. It's a little movie, around 7 minutes. Everyone can check out what the band is doing and what the music sounds like. And I think the last album, Sterneneisen, was quite good because there was a lot of work in it, and we really wanted to bring the music and the lyrics on point. And yeah, Sterneneisen maybe is good, but Kunstraub will be better. And check out the EPK, the little movie about In Extremo.
I'm sure the crowd will. So, anything else? People on the internet, speak with me.
Was wäre geworden, wenn kein Musiker geworden wäre?
Ha! Another question in German. Was wärst du geworden, wenn nicht Musiker?
Koch.
Ha! Koch, ausgezeichnet.
Und sehr viel. Und ich bin zum Beispiel im Studio, auch wenn wir sind ja immer 2 Monate im Studio und machen unsere Platten. Also Kunstraub hat jetzt irgendwie 2 Monate verschlungen von dem schönen deutschen Frühling, der leider ausgefallen ist. Und da habe ich natürlich viel gekocht für meine Bandkollegen und für meine Freunde. Und von dem her, ich glaube, ich wäre Koch geworden.
Ausgezeichnet. Lustig, by the way, ich bin in den Mittagspausen auch Teil einer Kochgruppe bei Black Forest Games. Also das passt dann auch irgendwie. Nice. Gut. Switching back to English. So the question.
One more German. One more German.
Oh, we have another German question. Sorry for your English speaking guys.
Master today.
Wir haben eine weitere deutsche Frage.
Was ist sonst noch so seine Hobbys neben Musik?
Okay. Was hast du noch für Hobbys neben der Musik? Außer Kochen? Natürlich.
Reisen. Ich will, wenn ich irgendwann eines Tages ins Grab springe, dann möchte ich sagen können, ich war überall auf der ganzen Welt. Das ist mir ein ganz, ganz wichtiges Anliegen. Und ich war schon viel unterwegs, nicht nur beruflich. Mit der Band sind wir ständig irgendwie in fernen Ländern und sehen viel von der Welt, sondern auch natürlich in der Zeit, wo ich dann eigentlich zu Hause sein könnte und mich mal erholen könnte, da muss ich dann auch weg. Also das heißt, ich bin jetzt im Moment in LA, war morgen noch nach San Diego, war letzte Woche in San Francisco und vorletzte Woche in Las Vegas. Dann habe ich mal Kalifornien ein bisschen ausgecheckt und ja, dann geht es nach Russland auf Tour jetzt demnächst. Natürlich lange Europatour. Das ist ganz cool. Also ich glaube, Reisen ist mein größtes Hobby.
Ausgezeichnet. Welche Orte hast du sonst schon abgehakt auf deiner Liste?
Na, ich war sehr viel in Asien schon. Ich bin letztes Jahr auch mit einer Vespa, mit einer Baujahr 68er, 150er Sprint Vespa durch Vietnam geheizt. War sonst viel in China, in Japan, in Thailand, in Malaysia. Also Asien habe ich schon relativ viel gesehen. In Amerika war ich auch schon jetzt ziemlich häufig, beziehungsweise letztes Jahr auch nach unserem letzten Konzert in Mexico City bin ich ja noch 3 Monate durch Mittelamerika getravelt mit unserem Gitarristen Basti. War natürlich ein genialer Urlaub, 3 Monate lang nach Natur gleich da zu bleiben und Guatemala, Costa Rica, Mexiko und was weiß ich alles, also ganz Mittelamerika zu sehen. Und Afrika war ich habe schon ziemlich viel. Australien fehlt mir noch. Neuseeland, das ist aber das nächste, was auf der Liste steht.
Ausgezeichnet. Grüß die Hobbits von uns. Alles klar. Gut. Switching back to English. Have we any other questions left?
Will be coming in just.
Oh, there are still questions coming in. So let's keep talking about vacations. So just to wrap things up for the English speakers out there, the question was what were Specki's hobbies, and he told us that traveling is one of his biggest hobbies, and at the end of his life he wants to look back at his life and say, I were everywhere in the world. Well, that's a really big dream. He's now touring California, was in San Diego, San Francisco, now LA, has visited Las Vegas already, and will soon to be go to Russia on the Grand Europe tour of In Extremo, and has already visited Asia, and the next stop for him would be then Australia and New Zealand. So that's quite an awesome dream you have there, and I ich drücke dir die Daumen. Sorry for the German there.
Crossing fingers.
I'm crossing fingers that you made it. Sounds like an awesome journey of you. Good.
I have 2 more. Okay.
So.
And one more, but I'm not that fast in writing. 2
Ha.
questions.
2 questions. So, 2 questions. So, hey, it's in German again. Who would have guessed? So, sorry, English speakers, I'm switching again to German. I will try to wrap things up again afterwards in English for you. So. Wird es einen Countdown, sprich neue Videos und
Free listening. Free listening.
Wird es neue Videos und Free Listenings mit einer neuen Homepage im Stil des neuen Albums geben?
Ganz sicher. Also nach gewohnter In Extremo Manier wird natürlich das ganze Artwork und die Homepage und alles, was jetzt demnächst um die Band passiert, alles auf Kunstraub umgemünzt werden, weg von Sterneneisen, jetzt geht es zu Kunstraub, und ich glaube, jeder Fan darf gespannt sein. Also es wird in den nächsten Tagen und Wochen viel passieren, bis dann die Platte im Laden steht.
Nice. So. Okay, das ist eine lustige. Kennt Specki Schlagzeugerwitze?
Ja, aber ich mache keine Witze über meine Zunft.
Alles klar, fair enough for me. Okay, to wrap the last 2 questions up, the first question was if the In Extremo homepage will be again flavoring the new album, and will there be a release countdown timer, and will it change accordingly? And Specki said yes, it will change accordingly. So from the Sterneneisen album art, the whole website will be completely revamped into a Kunstraub homepage. And the second question was if Specki knows any drummer jokes, and he said yes, he knows a lot of drummer jokes, but he wouldn't tell any because of the deep respect for his craft. Thank you for craft. I was looking for that one. Bad brain. Okay, good. What says the time? And have we any other questions?
What does Kunstraub mean? What does Kunstraub mean?
We have the question what Kunstraub is. Kunstraub in English meaning it's like a heist to steal art from museum, for example.
Why did they choose that? Why did they choose that?
Art heist.
Yeah. Question. Another question. Why did you choose this name for the new album?
Because the guys of In Extremo are more crazy guys, you know. Like we always do what we want and what we'd like to do. So for me, it's quite hard to describe it in English because there happen so many things in the music business at the moment. So for everyone, it's quite normal to steal music from the internet. So this is art heist too. You know, this is Kunstraub, because it's our style of making art, and some people just grab it. You know, so there.
So it's like a critique.
Yeah, a little bit of a critique. Yeah, that's right. But not only, because In Extremo is always a fun-loving band, you know. And, I think it fits perfect, Kunstraub to In Extremo. It's very good.
Okay, cool. Nico, you have something new for me. What do we have here? Another question in German. Werdet ihr nächstes Jahr in Russland mit Pyro auftreten?
Weiß ich nicht. Kann ich noch nicht sagen. Aber ich denke ja. Also ich denke, dass wir auf jeden Fall da einen speziellen Pyro-LKW nach Russland schicken werden. Beim Flugzeug darf man diese Pyro-Sachen natürlich nicht mitnehmen. Das ist ja immer das Problem bei den Reisen wirklich im fernen Ausland. Also das heißt, da muss ein LKW hinfahren und muss uns unser Schwarzpulver bringen. Und dann wird auch schön gezündelt. Aber ich denke, dass wir das machen werden, ja.
Ausgezeichnet. Explosions. So, to translate the question quickly into English, the question was if they take pyrotechniques with them to Russia for their tour, and the answer was vague, that he's not really knowing if it's possible, since you can't transport the stuff per flight, per plane, because it's explosive stuff. People could build bombs from it, or it could detonate by accident, and then the plane has a problem. So this is prohibited. Yeah. Oh, come on, guys, be on my side.
That was excellent.
Damn it. I feel like an elementary school teacher right now. Anyway, they would have to send it by truck, so completely from Germany to Russia by truck, and so they still have to evaluate and see if this is possible or not. But they would love to do it. And explosions, yes, I like explosions.
Boyd would like to know
Me
where
too.
Specki got his nickname.
Okay, a question from Void. Where comes your nickname Specki from?
Oh, it's a long story, because my grandfather was Specki and my father was Specki, and everyone in my family was Specki. So now I'm Specki, but I'd like to be Specki, so it's good. My father don't want to have the nickname, and it's my last name is Speckhard, so it's just a short version of it.
So there you have it. Basically, a short, cutified version, which is awesome. Well, that's my opinion. Okay, great. Any more questions, guys?
I think that's it.
Okay, then I would say let's wrap things up. Specki, thanks for having you here tonight. I don't know where for you it's this morning, I guess, or afternoon.
Yeah.
Afternoon? It's afternoon. Oh yeah, I have a so bad feeling for time. I'm pretty sorry about that.
On here.
Thanks for having you here. It was a really awesome interview. Thanks for answering all the questions, and we're really eager to work with you in the future. And when the Kickstarter succeeds, we will basically rock that city of Ravensdale with your music.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
And good luck with your new album.
Yes, good luck with Kunstraub. I hope you have many people who are jumping on
And the
that
tour.
and buying it and visiting you at your tour locations. So the best for the future.
And hopefully you'll have some Ravensdale backers that will come to the meet and greets with you.
Yeah.
So, you know, meet him. Look how awesome this guy is. Oh.
Thank
Have a
you
nice
very
rest
much.
of your vacation.
Yes.
Okay.
Greetings from Los Angeles.
Awesome vacation. Thank you very much.
See ya.
Have a nice day. See ya.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can take off the headphones. That wasn't so bad.
Oh God, I'm straining myself here. Wonderful. Yeah.
I think you did an awesome job. Everybody agrees with me, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Okay. So, what else is left for this awesome live show?
Well, I don't know if anybody has any other questions in the chat that are not targeted at celebrities. Probably not.
Has anyone any Ravensdale related questions? Anything about the game? Ask now. It's the right time for that.
Well, there's a delay.
There's a delay.
Oh, there's a delay.
So that's the thing. We have to
My
ask
bad.
a question, then entertain, and then wait for questions.
I see. So then,
Do the shepherd dance.
no.
Not yet.
Garrett says you don't have to dance, you've done your job.
What does that mean?
So
With the interview.
Sarah will have to dance by herself.
Sarah will. I can't let the poor girl dance by herself.
Clap, clap, Schmidt. Applause for Schmidt.
Okay, so I guess we can get wrapping up the show.
Wait.
Void is asking a question, will Ravensdale be made if the Kickstarter fails?
Don't look at me.
That is a question.
At this point, no, it won't be made if the Kickstarter fails, which is the whole reason we do the Kickstarter. So if it does, though we choose to be very optimistic about everything, then we will just have to see what's next for the project, because everybody's really right behind Ravensdale, and it's clear that the community really wants it to be made. It's just possible that the trend in Kickstarter right now is not in our favor, but you never know. So as of now, no, it won't be made if the Kickstarter fails. So, but we will have to see if that happens. So.
Freddie, that's one for you. How did you become an intern at BSG?
I sneaked in last night and they locked me in the cellar.
You only let him
the
out
owls.
sometimes.
He has a barcode.
It's a publicity stunt.
He has a barcode on the back of his neck.
Yeah.
That,
It's just a publicity
like
stunt.
Hitman. No, I don't know what bewerben.
Application.
I did an application and they thought yes, maybe. And here I am.
Oh my Garrett says this intern can stay.
Yeah, see? There you go. Community approval.
I blushed.
You're on Garrett approved.
German question, how can we still save the project?
Pledge.
Pledge.
A lot of money.
Sorry, no, the most important thing actually is to spread the word, because one of the major problems that we have, and we're not entirely sure why we have this problem, is that nobody knows about the project. One might assume that as soon as you post something on the internet, everybody in the world knows about it, but no, this is not the case, and we haven't gotten any coverage in IGN, we haven't gotten any coverage in Kotaku or GameSpot or any of the big publications, and as sad as that is, I prefer to read other publications myself most of the time, but if you're not in those publications, you're basically off the radar for millions of people.
Also the Escapist.
Escapist maybe is in the bigger side, but the point being that if you're not in the big news sites, then basically nobody knows about you, and you have to consider that for every the conversion rate of people who hear about you and actually look at your page is maybe 1% or something like that. So so
The most important thing when it comes to sharing links, you can share links, and that's really awesome. So keep sharing links to articles and things like that. But the most important thing is the clicks and the comments. So when you're sharing a link and you want to help us spread the word and everything, share the link, get your friends to share it, click on it, make a comment. That's the
Yeah.
best thing that you can do. Because when press sites, when news sites see, let me
Sorry.
when they see their the articles being looked at, that's one thing. But when comments are made, it shows more activity, and they're more likely to post more things about the project in the future.
Yeah.
Which is really important.
So that's the most important thing. You should also remember when you're telling your friends about it and everything, you're not risking anything by pledging, because until we get to that point where we actually succeed, you will get your money back. If this project fails, it's not like you invested money into something and you don't get it back or something. If the Kickstarter does not succeed, your money comes back. You haven't spent anything. And if it does succeed, you know you can trust us. We've done it before. We will do it again. So
there's a mentality of if you see a Kickstarter or crowdfunding project that's slowing down, you think, or many people think, it's slowing down, it's not going to work, so I don't want to pledge for it. But that's
which is ironic.
It's kind of counterproductive.
Yeah.
Because it would if you pledge for it. But it's just an automatic sort of response to this. It's understandable, but it's just important to remember what the platform is and what it's for and how it works.
Yeah.
So.
And again, this is a bit of a personal thing, but most of us here share this mentality. Is that one of the main reasons that we are at Kickstarter is you guys. These live shows, these community interactions, this whole working with the fans is something we really, really love to do. And I mean, we tailored the Kickstarter campaign to make that even more clear. We're going to give you options to vote on the content that goes into the game. You're going to be part of the whole development process. I know a lot of people still haven't signed up to the development process. I know they're pretty quiet right now. The point being that those will pick up once the campaign is over and actual development starts full steam. There will be a lot more in there. You're going to get to discuss with our designers, with our programmers, with our artists. They will be there. They will be answering your questions. We want to involve you as much as we possibly can, because we think that it's kind of behind closed doors business right now in many cases. And we would like to change that along with other companies that are doing that. We would like to change it so that you get a clearer picture of what we're actually doing here and get more invested into the whole project in the process. So that's why Kickstarter is awesome. That's why we're there, and that's why we believe we can still rock this, because you guys are awesome, and we thank you so much for sticking with us.
There's a great idea from Ben Ken, and I love that idea.
What is that? Tell us. I can't believe.
From Ben Ken, Joel, Serge, or Jean-Marc should draw a sexy diesel knight lady wallpaper to attract more backers.
Actually, I can't really say when it will be available, but one of the next concepts for a hero character will be the female version of the player character, because there will be female player characters, so you will be able to play as a woman. Pick one of the female knights, and I will personally make sure that the next one that is being concepted and drawn will be a female one. So yes, but we are very mindful of things and situations, so we're going to keep it very tasteful and free of other things.
She's gonna ass kicking, okay?
Yeah, she's gonna kick ass.
Yeah. Step aside, female shepherd.
Nothing.
That's a tall order right
Yeah,
there.
well.
Anything? What I can't do?
Will there be any Diesel Knight miniatures?
Not at this time, but I bet you if you make a lot of noise about it and get a lot of people demanding, or not demanding, maybe just asking loudly for there to be miniatures, then that would probably happen.
The thing is that at this point in time, with this few backers as it is, it's not viable for us because we don't have a production chain set up to create figurines at a decent price. We would have to charge you millions of dollars in order for that to be, ironically speaking. But the point being, right now we can't offer it anything reasonable. So until we know that there's actually, a lot of people wanting these things.
There's a question about adding more in-game captures to the next update. And I need to clarify something important. The in-game stuff that you're seeing is not in-game. So if you're talking about the mock-ups, like in the last update, update number 8, where it's basically designer art, so it's just depicting actions for gameplay, then there will be more of that. But the stuff you see in the video is not in-game. There is no in-game because there is no game.
Not yet.
I think the Kickstarter is kickstarting so that we can build the game. So there's no in-game footage, but so the stuff you're seeing in the video is pre-rendered, best assets put together and animated to look like what we want the game to look like.
So I talked about this in one of the updates. Currently, the phase we are in is prototyping. We're doing that in different test beds. We're prototyping weapon effects. We're prototyping all kinds of stuff. And we have theoretically we have in-game stuff. The thing is, it looks nothing like what it will look in the end. The trouble with showing that sort of stuff is always that a lot of people don't really realize how a project evolves, and if they see stuff that we do in our test beds, in our prototypes, they will assume, because they don't know any better, they can't know any better, that this is what the game is going to look like, or oh my god, this can't possibly ever look good, or something like that, which is why we're not showing it that much. If you have watched the second developer showcase, was it the second? The designer showcase? Spotlight? Team Spotlight?
Oh, Team Spotlight.
Yes, sorry.
What are you talking about? Yes, Spotlight number 2.
If you've seen the second Spotlight, the Team Spotlight 2, that is where the game is at right now. That is a test bed. That is a test bed for prototyping. You can look at it and you will see what it looks like right now.
I'm going to post it.
We're going to post it in a second. What are you laughing?
That was the third one today to mention it, that if I wear the hat, I could impersonate Notch.
Yes.
We had it the last time too, actually. You look like Notch, just better.
Well, I could potentially earn a few extra bucks working as his double if he needs one.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, so...
Wow, details.
This is what happens when you don't have live shows for like 3 weeks, and then we have our first one. We have to get all our weirdness out because we haven't talked to you guys.
And we're only half weird because we're missing the most weirdest thing ever.
Yes.
Sarah.
Sarah and Vladimir hasn't been on the show
And
for a
Vladimir
while.
hasn't been in the show forever.
That's because he's doing important.
Yes, producery stuff.
Yes.
Very important.
We will definitely get both for the showdown.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that is also something I would like to mention. Regardless of how this Kickstarter goes, I mean, obviously everybody believes in a successful finish, but regardless of how it goes, we will have an end of the campaign show. We will celebrate with you guys. If it's a success or if it's not, it doesn't matter. We will celebrate because we've made a couple of new friends. We've made a bunch of new backers and fans and community. And that is something to celebrate. So that's what we're going to do, regardless of how the project turns out on Kickstarter. So in 2 weeks, I think it's 2 weeks.
It is on August 16th.
Planned for now, August 16th. Yes.
16th. August 16th.
16th. Yes.
The time right now, the time is set for if we do end up going all the way to the end of the Kickstarter, it's probably going to be about an hour before the Kickstarter ends. So the time on the calendar, the campaign calendar that is in the updates, if you haven't seen it yet, you don't have to write any dates on your own calendar because I have made a calendar for you. So you can look
You've
at.
seen it.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome.
There should be
Incredible.
a calendar made from your calendars. So
Yeah, I know.
calendar models.
They should
you know.
laminate it and
Yes.
put it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, so right now the calendar says that it'll be at 11 p.m. because we assume that the Kickstarter will finish at midnight. So basically,
Which is
like which I don't think it will, but I'm just
Because we
saying.
didn't start on time, but it's okay.
Because it'll be like when we started, were how we wanted to start, where we counted down like an hour, but like really we counted down for like 6 hours. So, but this time it'll actually be an hour because we'll know when it ends. But basically, it'll be the same sort of deal, and hopefully we can grab Mark and maybe Specki again to give us a send off. Maybe some other the Extremo members might be up for it. I don't know yet because they are all on vacation having a grand old time. I think Misha Michael, lead singer in Extremo, is in Croatia right now, which I'm super jealous about. And and Specki, of course, is in the States right now, which I'm not so jealous, but awesome. But
People are asking about another UT match.
We want to actually do one. We were actually talking about this. The thing is,
unfortunately, Nikki and Robert, actually all of Masu, they have a gig next weekend, so they're traveling and really busy next weekend. And next weekend is the only time that we would be able to do it with you guys. It's okay; they can still see us.
Yes, I know, but I want to see too. It's all good.
Screensaver.
Everybody calm down. Screensaver. Masu is busy next weekend, so they can't join us, but we're thinking of asking some other important gamer friends, musical friends.
We might just do it anyway, even if it's not a big occasion. We'll just do it. Yeah, we're cool enough to do that by ourselves, right?
Yeah, we are.
And the point
You have
being,
Schmitty?
yes, we have Schmitty.
So,
see, look at that.
I think the guys.
Oh my God!
from,
Can somebody screen capture this, please?
I will later.
Ben will.
I've actually, I think I have a collection of screen caps from Schmitty from every live show. I think I'll create like a flip book.
Excellent.
And then like
Or calendar.
or calendar.
Calendar.
Oh my
Calendar
God.
with Schmitty.
This is beautiful.
How much would you guys pledge for a calendar with Schmitty?
Various screen caps of Schmitty.
Please tell me something. We will do it. We will do it.
That's hilarious. I think the guys from
The Overlord stands above.
I think the guys from Game Classy will be joining us. So they've been helping us out with some press here and there. They're really cool guys. They've done a couple interviews with us in the past, so they'll probably join our game.
$5 million?
$5 million. Look at that.
We should have done this
We
at
should
the
have done
beginning.
this at the beginning. A Schmitty calendar. Let's do that.
It's funny because when you're doing a live show, you don't really notice, you don't really think about what you're doing, but if you watch it again, you pause on some parts, you're doing some real weird stuff. Lots of,
Very
hand
cool, but
gestures
weird.
and-
But it must have sound.
and
We need
audio.
some sound effects.
In any case,
We have to discuss this with my age.
So please spread the word as much as you can. Remember what Emily just told you. Post in comment sections. Make sure that the news sites that do post something get a lot of traffic. And tell everybody you know. If you want this game to be made, if you want In Extremo to deliver the music, if you want Mark Meer to voice the characters, and if you want yourself, your own words to come out of Mark Meer's mouth, that sounds weird, but yeah, that's what it's going to be.
That's what she said.
Totally sure. Then pledge and tell people to pledge because that's the only way it's gonna be happening at this point in time. Thank you very much, everybody who's already pledged, and we will see you again.
Yeah, a couple things to remember before we go, because this is like obligatory community management.
Oh, look at that.
Adorable. Okay, whoa, Jesus. You moved, I was leaning on you.
Sorry.
Okay, we have, after this week, 2 weeks left in the campaign. Next week, we are showing our team spotlight number 3, which is focusing on the Kickstarter team, which is really
Awesome, I've
exciting.
seen it already.
Super
It's cool.
exciting. And then after that, we will be posting some more. Basically, Specki's been sending us videos from his vacation, and a lot of them are really funny. A couple. You can see a few of them. We just released yesterday a video, an Extremo diary. Basically, we went to Munich and we hung out with them for their pre-listening session of their new album.
Mm-hmm.
And then we mashed it up with some videos of Specki that Specki sent us. But since then, he sent us a lot more. So next week or the week after that, we'll put out another video for In Extremo. And then last week we have another live chat session. So like this, but without the video. And then
We
I'm
may
looking
just
at the
try one.
calendar right now as I say this, by the way. And then the last week we'll have 2 final wrap-up videos of the spotlight. So basically, think of like a video yearbook from high school of the whole team, the whole campaign of Kickstarter.
Yes.
I'm really excited about it.
We have a question.
Oh, we do?
Oh.
What is that?
The question is, one last question, what's the main difference between $150 and $275 except the armor and alpha? I couldn't find anything and that difference seems a little bit high. Why am I missing
Between
something?
150 and 275?
Yeah, the cheers.
Yes.
You have to pull up the chart.
I'm going to have to pull up the chart.
Okay, while
The
Nico does that, I'll
chart.
finish my spiel. Okay, so for all the events coming up, you just go to any of our updates, and I will have mentioned the campaign calendar. It's a calendar. It's got all the stuff marked on it, so you won't miss anything. Or, as always, just keep an eye on the projectravensdale.com. That's our blog, which everything goes up on regardless of what it is. So that's kept up to date all the time. And as always, you can chat with us on Twitter. That's actually where we're most active lately, and Facebook. Though Facebook has introduced some really weird rules lately. If you're wondering, if you're following us on Facebook on any of our channels and wondering why it seems like we're not posting a lot, we are. It's just that Facebook has changed its settings again, so you have to actually go into your feed and adjust the settings so that you can see your pages again. Because now, instead of your own pages that you've subscribed to that you see on your feed, you see ads instead. So, just so you know, because Facebook never tells you when that happens. So.
Okay, so to explain, the difference between the 150 and the 275 is that the 275 one combines everything that is in the 150 tier with everything that is in the Gamer Edition. That means, and on top, so first of all you get exclusive metal case DVD box. This is exclusive to the Kickstarter. It'll never, ever be available other than here and in limited quantities. You will get the Kickstarter armor on top of that, and the armor is in-game, and it's exclusive again to the Kickstarter campaign. You get the alpha access, so that is also something you. Thank you, Shwini, for illustrating everything.
That's what I do.
Which you also do not get in the big grab bag, and that is actually the main difference. So first of all, it's a different case for instead of the plastic or Amaray standard DVD case that you get in the $150 tier, you get a metal box, which is really neat, by the way. I've seen the sample, and it's like was it embossed, embossed. Yes, sorry, with the logo and everything. It's limited. It's limited to however many will be sold during the Kickstarter campaign. But like I said, nothing after that. The Kickstarter armor, you will be able to show that to everybody. It's not like with the Gianna skins. You have to remember this is a multiplayer game. So when you play with your friends, when you play with other people around the world, they will see, oh my god, this guy's awesome because he's got that armor, and he won't be able to ever get it. And the alpha access, which is playing the game way before anybody else ever gets to play the game. Not to mention that you will be helping us making the game awesome because we need alpha testers to begin with. So that's the main difference there. Answer the question?
Seems fine.
Okay.
We have maybe.
There's
another
somebody.
question.
What is that?
It is about. Whoa, where it went. What are the plans if the campaign fail? Have you thought about the possibility to pre-order the game from your website?
Okay. The trouble with pre-order campaigns, which is also the reason why we're not doing PayPal right from the get-go, is that we do not want to take your money and then in the middle of everything run out of money and have to stop developing. If we were to set up a pre-order campaign now saying, we're going to pre-order the game and then we're going to use that to make the game, but we don't get enough pre-orders, At some point, we're going to have to say, oh, we're going to have to stop developing this and do something else, and you will already have given us money, and you will be very unhappy about that probably, because I know I would be. And we don't want that to happen. This is also the reason why we went for such a high goal. It's not what we believe we can swindle out of anybody or something like that. It's not what we think we can get in terms of like what is the most that people will give us. It's what we need to make the game and deliver a quality experience to you. This is based on years of experience in project planning. This is based on Vladimir's wrist, which is amazing. No, seriously, that's how he plans everything, and it works. And it's based on very real calculations, and that's what we need. This is not just any number we came up with. And PayPal is the same thing. If we were to accept PayPal pledges right now, the money would go directly to us instead of being on hold like it is with Kickstarter. And if the money went directly to us and then the campaign fails, then we would have to manually send the money back to everybody, which is a big hassle for you, for us. And so we will only offer PayPal pledging as soon as we know or can be rather certain that the campaign succeeds. Yeah. So to answer the first question, what will happen if the campaign fails? Like Emily said, then it's a lid on Ravensdale for now, for the foreseeable future. We don't have currently any other, any backup plan, or we're going to develop it anyway on the side or something. No, this is not the case. It's not like with Gianna where we said, okay, we're going to put it on ice for a little bit until we have more money and then we're going to finish it. It's a very real chance that if the Kickstarter doesn't succeed, this game will never see the light of day. Which is sad, because we all believe very strongly that it will be a very, very fun game. We all believe in the concept. We all believe that you will have a lot of fun playing it together with your friends. Or with us, maybe, even. So that's where we are right now, and that's why we need you. Anything else?
It's very inspirational.
No, I should be giving speeches.
You should
or something.
speak at high schools and
High schools, yeah.
and earn a lot of money for.
Yeah, actually, maybe I should do that.
Nico for president.
Motivational speech. Yes,
I don't
excellent.
know about that.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
That's all
Okay.
I can, that's all I can.
So we can wrap up?
Yes.
All right, we're going to wrap up now. Thank you, everybody, for joining this mid-campaign live show. Please stick with us in terms of the campaign. What? Hello?
Oh, it's just, Ben feels depressed now. You have to keep him on a lighter note. No, it will succeed. We're optimistic. Don't feel depressed.
I'm not
It's gonna be
done.
fine.
I'm not done, okay?
I'm just saying. He feels depressed. I wanted to help him.
You don't have to feel depressed because like I said, stick with us. There's still time. We will make this. We will rock this. We have rockers on board. How can we not rock this, for God's sake? Stay tuned for more updates. There will be a lot more updates coming along in the next few days. Well, maybe not over the weekend, but as time progresses, you will get a lot more info about the gameplay in Ravensdale. We will have a lot more things to show you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for backing us. Thank you very much for believing in us. And have a great night, day, morning, whatever might be your guess.
Rock on!